heart condemned. I should love you, and I swear I do.
Okay guys, so what you're going to want to do when you're in creative is come over to your island, open your console and create new. And you're going to want to find Kevin Floating Island, confirm and call it whatever you want. For example, I'm going to call it Box Sites 3. And then once you click confirm, it should start loading. Once it is loaded and you're in, you need to come around and fly around and delete every single one of these islands, delete every single object from the sky. There should be nothing left. Now all of them deleted, you're going to want to come into your inventory and go to devices and find the hover platform. Now you're going to want to go to gallery and find the reflective black tiles gallery. Here it is. Now you want to get out your hover platform and come to one place above the ocean. I would suggest you put your grid snap on 1 to get the build blocks directly right. Now you've done this, go back into your phone and get out your gallery and place it anywhere. It will not really matter because in a couple steps we will delete this all. Once you place it down, you're going to want to grab this plain black tile here and copy it. And place it on top of this hover platform. Now we're going to want to build this 4 along. So now we've built this, you're going to want to select it all and copy it. And you're going to want to place this 5 along. Now we're going to want to get some walls and place them all the way along this wall, 2 high. Now this part I would suggest you select it all and copy it all the way around, as it's easiest to do it this way. So once you have all your walls, it should look just like this, just a plain black box. And now you're going to want to select all the floor and copy it onto the roof. So it should look just like this, a black box which is completely sealed. Now after you've done this, go back into your phone and go to devices and find trick tiles. And you're going to want to grab as many of them as possible. Now you have trick tiles, come inside the box and place them on every single wall, all the way around. And once you've done this guys, delete any trick tiles you might have accidentally placed on the roof or the floor, and it should look just like this. Now for this next step, you're going to want to come to one of the corners and we're going to change the settings. So once you go and copy these settings, enable at game start yes, safe team any, activation delay 0 seconds, activated at game start yes, and then press OK. And you're going to want to copy all these settings onto every single one of these trick tiles. So guys, after you have done all the settings on all these trick tiles, go back into your phone, go to devices, and find player spawn. Now you have player spawn, place them in these locations. After you've done that, copy these settings. After you've done this side, all set to team player 1 for spawning, come over to this side and copy these settings. After you've done all of this, go into your phone and go back to devices and find the barrier device. And grab some of them. Now build where I build. Once you're down here, place your barriers like this. Now copy these settings. This barrier should go all the way up here. Copy the same settings on this one. And they both should be sticking up like this. Now come back down here and go back into your phone. In your phone you're going to want to find a timed objective and place it down here. Now go into the settings and copy these settings. Now these should be connected to these, so just double check that at the very bottom of these you have disable and retreat when receiving on channel 5 on. Now my advice to anyone who's made it this far is you should back up your island before continuing. And now I would advise if you test it to make sure everything's working so far. So as you can see, there are two walls here that need fixing, so maybe there's just some settings wrong on the trick tiles. So now we've fixed this, we need to go back in to fly up and go back into our phone and go to galleries. Now we need to find ring gallery B. We need to place this down. After you've placed it down, come over here and find this bar here. And now you're going to want to turn the rotation axis to pitch and rotate them sideways like this. And you should be able to place them on the edge of this, like so. Now you've done the lights, it should look just like this. Now you're going to want to select them all and copy them onto the bottom. So now everything is selected, you're going to want to copy it and fly down and copy it onto the bottom. And it should look just like this. Now at this stage, an advice for making your box fight look cleaner is come down to your barriers and change the height to 3. But the reason we made it 4 before was to make sure we get the right height and it's not too low. So now this looks a lot cleaner. Now what you can do is you can delete this reflective black gallery and also this ring gallery. Now the next step is you're going to want to come back down under here, open your phone, go to devices and get team settings. And you're going to want to place that down here. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your guns. The guns I would suggest for this are an epic pump shotgun, a blue assault rifle, two 200 medium bullets, 60 shotgun shells, two minis, and one slurpfish. Now you're going to want to drop all of this onto here. Now we're nearly done. What you're going to want to do is place builds where I do. And as you can see, it broke some of the lights. Just place these back. Now what you're going to want to do is go back into your phone, go to devices, and find some more barrier plate devices. And place them down along these edges. Now copy my settings. It should look something like this. Now do the same settings on here. And do the same settings here. And the same settings over here. All the barriers should look something like this. Now what you're going to want to do is go back into your devices menu and get more trick tiles. And place them on every single build that we've built out of wood. Now copy my settings on all of them. Now that you've done all that, you're going to want to add map materials to this one. I would suggest adding 500 wood. Now would be a good time to stop and test it. Now it's time for the game settings. And that should be all the settings done. Now I would suggest that you back it up and test it out with some friends.